Hello guys, welcome once again to yet another episode. Today we are so happy to have one of our very own. This is my friend, my prayer partner, and the lady we share a lot with, and we thank God that she's here today. She's a woman of God and she's born again, and we thank God to have you, Miriam. Welcome to Love Lodge, welcome to this family. Here we live by marriage works, relationship works, all to the glory and honor of God. So she is going to share the story, we pray that you will learn something. I know singles out there, some of you will be so encouraged, and I'm praying that this story shall change someone's life, because we are here to change people's lives on how they think, on how they view marriage and relationship. So Miriam, introduce yourself.
Thank you again for having me around. I am humbled. My name is Miriam.
Yes.
I'm blessed.
Yes.
I'm favored, if I have to say that, because I really am.
Yes.
And I'm happy to be here. Wow. I'm happy to share my story and inspire us all over out there today.
Wow. Thank you so much. You can be sure you're in the right place. Here we encourage, we inspire, and this is the place. So tell us, I know your story is a bit, some of us have experienced it, and I know people out there will be looking forward to have this and share with their friends that have experienced the same. So start with us, tell us something.
So,
yes,
I'm a social worker by profession, yes, but I currently work at a company in town. I do sales and marketing.
Yes.
Above all, I'm a mother to a handsome young man.
Handsome guys.
Yes. He's doing well. Very happy.
Yes.
And I'm also a minister of work.
We thank God for that. So your story is inspiring, as I said. And so tell us, start us, where do you want us to start? Because anyway, it's a long story. And I know even if we are given a whole day, we cannot finish it. But just summarize it in a few minutes or in hours, the way you want it. Take over.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, back in 2019.
2019?
Yes.
Yes, we are there.
So here's a lady, just about to finish campus.
Yes.
Very interested in ministry, enjoying ministry to the fullest.
Yes.
Was doing ministry with a church around Nairobi, and was in campus somewhere in Shuka.
Yes. So how old are you? Oh, okay, not how old. We may not say the years. Remember, singles out there, we are not here to say the years. Okay. What year were you then?
I was in the 4.1.
4.1. So you're almost finishing
campus.
Yes,
I was clearing campus.
Yes.
So then I am finishing campus. I'm telling God prayerfully, now it's time for me to look for a husband.
Yes.
Naturally, the society has placed it for after campus. The best thing is work and marriage.
Of course.
So that is me. Like, okay, now campus, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Yes.
Yes.
So how about marriage? So
yes.
Funny thing, I had not dated seriously in campus all through. Let's say maybe I was too busy in
serving in the church.
Yes, actually that was the issue, because I was too much involved with CU and the church back in church and fellowship, the local church.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Yes, it was such a wonderful
serving
thing.
and reading, of course. This is your time to read and serve. So I understand.
It was such a fun moment for the years of the campus.
Yes.
So here I am, telling God I want a husband. These prayer items we make.
Yes, yes.
Also telling God. So I was planning. So the Bible says the plans of mind belongs to man, but the final answer comes from God.
Exactly.
He really means so. He is not being deluded by the way.
Yes.
He is God who knows exactly what he is saying.
Yes.
So I am planning. I want the ministry to come, but then we were planting a church with the local church I was doing.
Yes.
I was excited because somebody was excited about the church that we were planting in Chuka.
Yes.
Oh my God, I was excited.
And tell us, why were you excited?
Because I was looking forward to doing ministry. Like it is ministry I wanted to do.
Oh, so you knew your call for ministry.
Yes.
So in the first place, planting of a church was an excitement.
Yes, it was like,
which is so.
I can't get ready to minister to this first year of the joint campus in
Wow.
Chuka.
Yes.
I can't wait to lecture and do ministry, like really do ministry.
I
And
understand.
then the lead pastor was such a close friend. And now he's a reverend.
Okay.
So the reverend and the wife were really good friends, and I could not wait to do ministry with them. And I was like,
Wow.
wait, campus start, ministry, here I come.
That means they had also mentored you
Yes,
well.
they have that. They are still been a good job on this one, and I'm good for them.
Yeah.
So as I am doing all that, so I meet this guy.
Yes.
Now meeting this guy is like prayer answer. Because wait, I'm looking to finish campus,
To get married.
married, and continue the ministry.
Yes.
And I'm not looking to leave Chuka.
Yes.
I was like, campus
It's a home
in
for me.
Chuka. I have made a home in Chuka.
Yes,
I
yes.
had made a home in Chuka. Then I met this guy who was a master's student
Yes.
and a lecturer, part-time lecturer
Wow.
in Chuka campus.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, so right here, we know where that comes. Like financial stability, done. Handsome,
Exactly. Done. Tall, dark, and handsome.
There was no issue. I was like,
And you prayed.
and I had prayed about it. So I'm like, this one.
Wow.
And you, when you pray, the devil also hears those prayers.
The Bible says after Jesus prayed for 40 days, that's when he was tempted. So actually, so many instances after prayer that the devil presents whatever you've been praying for, but because you don't have a that high, you can't even notice it, and it's so hard to notice also.
Yes. So at this moment, my spirituality is kind of down. So I didn't see anything wrong with the guy that has been presented before me. But
Yes.
that was not good. Completely.
And let me ask you, after you met with this guy, had you told God like something, like God to show you something so that you can know whether he was the right person for you? Tell us about that. How was your prayer life?
I was the CU prayer coordinator. So it was prayer. God, I prayed.
See you what?
Yes, I was but then I was doing missions and prayer coordinator. Chuka University, CU.
Oh my
executive.
God.
So when all this is happening, I'm like, nobody expects this can go wrong. How is it controlled? The powerhouse, Akishika, prayer. How is it going wrong? How is it going wrong?
Yes.
Shock on me. So I had not told God specifics, like he has to be like this.
Yes.
My prayer item was just simple. Stability and has to be around Chuka 4. I need to do missions and ministry in
Chuka. Oh, I get
So this guy comes, he's ready to settle in Chuka. He's actually lecturing.
So it's a prayer answer.
Yes. So why am I even thinking of having to get somebody else who is saying maybe my life is in Nairobi?
Sure.
I already found somebody whose life is
in Nairobi.
In Chuka.
In Chuka.
Okay.
Oh, I get you.
So I comfortably like, I'm not even searching. Such lost. Husband, here I am.
Yes.
We start not dating. Friends. Don't forget, I am this person. I had grown with, for us to get married, steps has to be followed.
Steps like dowry, friendship, then going to see the parents, wedding.
And I came from a family where we have 5 girls, and I wanted to make a difference.
Like to be a role model.
I wanted to make a difference. Like this is how things should be done. Mom and dad has raised us in a godly place, so this is how things. So I'm fighting for that. I am crying over it in prayer day and night. I want to make a difference.
And generally, you are.
Yes.
Because you had prayed anyway.
Yes. So when he comes, we have a conversation, we are becoming very good friends. But apparently this guy knew
church.
She's in church, or she's in the house.
3 things. Yes. Mambo ni mata. Yes.
And his calls would go, are you in church? No. Kwa nyumba, campus this side.
Wow.
No, those are our calls.
Yes.
Easy, like it was
Easy.
It was not like,
are you hanging out
Yes.
with someone else or something?
he knew.
Yes.
This one is here, here, or here. And then he used to be my lecturer at some point. In, I think that year, we had done some units with
Yes.
him.
Yes.
But he had not taken my attention.
Sure.
Like, I would never thought of dating a lecturer. So
Yes.
didn't have.
It didn't clock you. Yes.
And how he found me
Uh-huh.
is also a story. Because he had I was a class rep, but then I had told a friend to hold the class rep position.
Yes.
Because the CU and church planted too much on me.
So, yeah.
So I was like, a friend of mine is handling the class rep for me, so that I can concentrate on ministry and
Yes.
class work.
Yes.
And that was going so well.
Sure.
So he came to the class rep, the acting class rep, said,
Yes.
he says, I'm looking for this lady by the name Miriam. She's in class. Can I find her? And the class rep, innocently, because he was a very good friend.
Gave out the number.
He did give out the number. This one he respected.
Oh, because this is a CU cheerleader.
Yes.
Guys, do you remember CU cheerleader, the much respect you gave them? Wherever they are, may God bless them. Because for sure they deserve the respect. Yes.
So what she does was easy. He calls me and tells me, so and so is looking for you, and
Yeah.
maybe you're missing months, and then it's almost end of a semester.
Yes.
So this time the exams have been combined, results are almost out. It's time
Yes.
to check your portal, and you
Yes.
know how that goes. Either
Yes.
you're missing a mark or you have passed or failed.
Yes.
So he's like, maybe you're having an issue with one of the papers, just call him and check. Wow. So I check, and he gives me the number. I call him. Hi, my name is so and so. I'm being told
You're looking for me.
looking for me.
Yes.
And he goes, okay, yeah. Now I'm eating meat. Okay, I remember this
Oh
episodes,
my God.
like details. For now I'm eating meat in a place just past Chuka with a few friends. How about I come to the office and call you?
Let me ask you first of all, before you go any further. The first thing you heard him saying that I'm eating meat, what came in your mind? Because I have an issue with people who just tell exactly what they're doing. Like you can't tell your friend like I'm somewhere, I'm coming, you must tell them exactly what you're doing. What came in your mind?
God just wants to know, let me know he's eating meat. It didn't think.
Why not veggies or something else?
And then that place was quite famous in campus, and on
Okay.
campus they just had good nyama choma.
Oh.
So I'm like, just maybe.
Okay.
I just actually didn't think about that. I was like,
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Then like 3 hours later,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in class. Class was a class session called poverty management.
Yes.
I'm a social worker.
Wow.
So some of these things, the lesson was literally poverty management. So, and the lady who was taking us through was in class, so the lecturer calls. I am outside block this, where are you? I texted the classmate, I am leaving, I have to see this other guy, and hear what he said, and then I'll be back.
Okay.
And this specific day is a Thursday. So Thursdays are
So how do you remember the dates?
dates or even almost hours.
You even remember the hours?
Session things that happened quite fast. I'm like boom boom. I was I am here. I'm like
Oh, I get you.
So I leave class. I leave my books on the desk. But the class and I used to live almost close to each other. So I'm like fine. You just in case I don't come back, just wear the books to my house later. It's campus. We do that. I mean, people just leave class. So I just walk out, even with no permission from whoever was right before me.
You just
walked out and went to see the class rep, the lecturer.
The lecturer.
Yo, and he sees me. He says, "So it's you? Ah, it's nice to see you. I just wanted to see you." And I'm boiling my egg. I left the You're telling me you just wanted to see me. Wow. At this point, okay, then I used to struggle with anger issues. My anger issues were, I was a work in progress. I am still, but then I was worse.
Yes, I understand.
So I look at him and tell him smilingly. I don't want to cause anything
chaos
like,
or something.
I smile and I'm like, oh, okay, so thanks. And I go to the house. I'm too angry to go back to class.
Because this person has just called
You messed me up.
Yes.
I was worried. You know, you get.
Yes.
I'm a student. When called in by a senior lecturer, I'm like,
you thought
what
it's
have
something
I
to do
done?
with my
Have I
grades.
missing grades? Have I failed? You get. That is what was going on. And then you call me and I come to see you telling me.
Yes.
I just wanted to see you.
Oh my God, that was terrible.
I went to the house.
Yes.
It's a Thursday. Thursdays are busy for senior executive.
Exactly.
Because Thursdays is when we have a meeting to see how the past weekend went like, and also organize the coming weekend.
Yes.
The house I sleep. I have a meeting. I have prayers. Prayer coordinator. So I need to get to church at
Before
around
you
5. Yes. See if everything is okay. Ensure there's a man of God who is going to minister to the people and somebody leading prayers and then settle down.
Yes.
And that is what I do. So it's around 5. I leave the house now. I go to the prayer hall that was way away from my house.
Yes.
And then when I'm there, he calls.
Again?
Yes.
Okay.
Our lecturer calls.
Yes. You must answer.
I must have been naive. I was angry.
Yes.
I was angry like 2 hours, 3 hours ago.
And someone called
And now he has
you
called
again.
me again and I still pick
And you answer?
and he goes, where are you? You come see me at this site of the offices.
Oh.
And I consider seeing him because I'm like, after everything is okay in church, I leave. Go have somebody to minister and somebody to lead prayers. But you don't have to be there either. You get delegation.
What was in your mind? I would love to know that, because now, after this is 3 hours after he offended you.
Yes.
Yet he's calling again, and you can dare even leave whatever you are doing.
He was looking good.
Oh, okay. And you had that thing in mind, like this guy can be someone, you know. Okay. You didn't see any red flag or?
No, I'm not lying. I was just into it. Like, let's do this.
And that's why I tell my viewers every time, you cannot advise someone who is in love. Like someone looking for love, you can't. Okay.
So I go see him. Fast forward, we spend the whole evening together.
Okay.
Here I am telling our chairman, oh God, I know he will see this at some point in his life.
May God help him to absorb the shock after he sees this.
Me telling him I'm held up, I'm not feeling well, you do not attend the meetings today.
Oh my God, so love can make someone lie some things, eh? And remember, these are prayer coordinator. See you, cheerleader. Texting the chairman.
Yes.
I'm held up. Yes.
I didn't show up for the executive meeting that evening.
Okay, we understand.
He didn't show up and he didn't show up for prayers. But prayers went okay. Because of course you have other people behind you.
You've done the background things.
So, and everybody does other, we have treasured, we have a lot of people.
Yes.
So things can just go wrong.
Yeah.
One person can just make things go wrong. So
Sure.
I was like, people are come to her.
Sure.
So we go, spend the whole evening campus calls, just talking nothing.
Just with him.
Just with you.
What do you mean talking now?
Because I can't remember details of what happened that night.
Okay.
But then I get back to my house, and now we have built a foundation of
Yes, yeah.
we are actually dating. Remember, he has not asked me to date.
Okay.
But in my head,
You're like, we are
you
dating.
can't handle me like this and you don't date you.
Oh, I get. And that's why when we were talking about the singles and dating, you must have a clear perspective of what you're doing. Like you should be intentional. So in the first place, I thought you could have asked him, do you have plans to date me? Or why are we here in the first place? Okay.
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
we fast forward, we have a few more meeting sessions. But then I keep asking him about his background. He tells me everything to himself.
Yeah.
And that he mentions he was single, which was not true.
Okay. He mentioned.
Yes.
Just mentioning.
I asked, are you single?
Mm-hmm.
Confident. Yes, I am single.
Okay.
Where do you live? He gives me a location which was not exactly. So all this today in their life. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm right now.
So you're single. Oh my gosh.
And like, you like me? Yeah, I like you. I like you too.
Oh.
It was such a very weird conversation. Then.
Why do you ignore the red flags?
Because I think I was just like, maybe it's some of these things. Don't be too Christian about these things.
Don't be too spiritual.
Yes, just don't be. Because I had seen people who mess up a lot of us. It's not of a spiritual. Other people who don't understand the spiritual perspective.
Yes.
So I had told myself, when as I get to this, let me tone down a little bit, compromise a little bit, and see how far it goes.
A little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then I find out he's dating.
Okay.
But now I don't find out like immediately. What makes me find out? One day after I was in a meeting, okay, when I was meeting exactly,
I know. If you're serving, I know there's a lot in serving, yeah?
So I was in a meeting and he tells me, come over for supper. I'm like, okay, it's a good idea, but I'm in a meeting. Can we do a meeting now?
I'll come.
And the meeting goes, it's like it was around 11. And I'm like, hey, I can't come. But I tell you, now that you had, how about you just pack the food and come fix the food? And then I tell you, so where am I coming for the food? He gives me directions that are different from what he
told you. Lies can never be sustained, guys.
So he had told me he lived way past campus, like almost Chuka town, and now he's giving me direction way into campus, inside campus, to the other side of campus.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, fine. Let me just. And I go, and it's a bed sitter. It's a bed sitter. A few things, you know how students
yes.
It's just looks student like, not his kind of a lifestyle. Because him being a lecturer and what he was giving was
two different things.
Trust me, then to create a bed.
You're in love, you know? Yes.
I go and I'm like, so this house is this, and he goes, it's my cousin's, I'm just spending over because it's nearer than mine. Oh, I believe that.
I understand.
I believed that, and it was funny because then he had bought food. He had bought food. But now I was like, I can't eat this now. It's late, and I have told my friends to eat for me over there at the gate area, so that I can just come pick this food and get.
Sure.
My friends don't want to get it.
Oh,
nobody
not told them.
And you know, executives, they were so accountable. We were so accountable to each other. But I had chosen to hold a bit of this because I just kind of felt if I tell you he's a lecturer and I'm not sure, then you break up.
It would be fun.
Yeah, so I had also said this guy.
So they don't know actually,
Yes.
they are your colleagues.
Yes.
And that's why we encourage. Would you encourage someone to be accountable when they start dating?
Very accountable.
Because if you told them, I can imagine if you told them, someone could be accompanied and
and
say, Mom, you're not going alone.
And you know,
You must go with
funny
me."
enough,
Yeah.
I discovered these guys, the executive, where after I'm now pregnant and they're not coming to know who's the baby daddy and everything. They're like, but this guy has a girlfriend. If I told them earlier, they would have just warned me. They would have told me, hey, we know this guy.
I understand.
But my silence costed me, you guess.
It's okay. Go on with the story.
So I go pick the food. Actually did. I saw the food. So I was like, not even hungry, but thank God I've seen him. I hug him and I leave. He's really mad. I have not eaten the food he food.
Yeah.
And I had left him without the food.
Yeah.
And he gets to the house. And I'm like, no, I just eating.
Yeah.
I don't know why that happened actually.
Yeah.
When I get to the house, I sleep. Fast forward, we continue seeing each other.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting to know his parents, his grandparents, his sister.
Wow.
He's looking serious.
Like you've known the parents, you've known the sisters?
The names,
yes, not like knowing them.
The names, he's mentioning them.
Uh-huh.
He's also mentioning how he said when you come with me. It's fast forward. It's very fast.
So you know the name of the parents? You know the name of the sisters?
Yes.
Remember, guys, it's knowing the names.
Yes, knowing.
Do you know them? Like
no.
knowing?
The parents are late.
So are you there and you just know the names and you just keep it quiet and you've just been together
And
for 6 months and you know the name?
Yes. And you
Okay.
feel like it's very okay. At least he mentions the names.
Oh
He's
my!
involved with
I'm
me.
home.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm home.
Oh my gosh.
Shocker on you.
Uh-huh.
So we are good friends.
Uh-huh.
But now in my head,
Uh-huh.
I'm not kind of thinking it's serious, like serious.
Yes.
But it looks like something that if effort is put, can
It
grow.
can work. Uh-huh.
Here comes July.
Yes.
June.
Yes.
June, he calls me and tells me,
Uh-huh.
hi, where are you? I tell him I'm busy, I'm going to the house.
Uh-huh.
And things are not
Yes. Yes.
I'm tired.
Yes.
And he goes, you've been too busy for me. He knows a lot of ways over how busy I have been.
Uh-huh.
And not time for you.
Okay, so let me ask you before you proceed. When he's making noise to you, how do you take it as a lady? Remember, you are serving, you're in CU, you're an executive member of the church. How do you feel when someone throws those words to you at that moment?
At that moment was feeling,
Uh-huh.
this guy's just been a man.
Okay.
He's just speaking out his heart.
Oh.
And me, I have no problem with people who speak up. Our problem with people who don't speak
Okay.
up.
So you are actually for it?
Yes, I'm like, this is how you feel. Please tell me how you feel.
Yes, I get it. Uh-huh.
So, as we are doing this, I tell him, fine, so when do you want to see me? He says, now, I'm coming in for supper to your house. And I'm like, fine.
How many
come.
months now?
It's 1 month. Weeks into a relationship.
Weeks.
Yes.
Guys, weeks. Alright. Go on. Uh-huh.
Weeks into a relationship.
Uh-huh.
Because it's I've met him almost end of May, around my birthday.
Yeah.
It's in June.
Uh-huh.
He said he wants to come.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, fine. This is campus again.
Alright.
Campus, we have mail in and out of your house.
Sure.
I mean,
Sure.
I'm like, I could not think anything can go
Okay.
wrong.
Oh.
Because what is going wrong?
And again, you're born again.
And
that
yes.
like you're
Yes.
expressing anything or
And
something.
I'm always posting guys
Yeah.
in my house. My house was like a home for so many.
By the way, I can relate that because I remember our CU cheerleading. We could walk in anytime.
Yes.
If you don't have food,
Yes.
CU cheerleading. If you want fare,
My
CU
house.
Yes, I know.
That was
I
my
know.
house then.
Yeah.
If my friends back in campus, they
Yeah.
would come for weeks, spent in my house.
In your house.
And I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
I was
actually,
really
like when you're
okay.
doing ministry, that is the normalcy. Because actually you're sent there for people.
Yes.
So when you host them, you're actually feeling good because that is part of your
And I
ministry.
felt happy doing
Yes.
this thing. So
Yes.
when he says he's coming, I'm like, just another guy coming to my house.
Yes.
Like any other guy comes to my house.
And again, it's 3 weeks, you know?
Yes.
3 weeks.
And I'm not even thinking,
Uh-huh.
nothing much can happen.
Yeah.
But, of course, we have hugged and we have kissed a little bit. Oh
Yes.
my God, I would so
A
sorry
little
about
bit.
that.
A little bit. You know?
Yes. A little bit. So he comes.
Mhm.
Here was the red flag, which I didn't see then, but now it is.
Yes.
He calls me when he's just around the gate to my place.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Yes.
And I didn't even think I would hear.
you got to your place.
Yes.
Yes.
It's okay.
Do you have anyone in the house then?
It's a May semester. Something about May semesters in our campus.
Yeah.
It was a semester where the self-sponsored students were only the people in campus. The others were out for long-term holidays.
Sure.
So we were only very few students around campus.
Sure.
So I welcomed him. I prepared a meal. I actually remember the exact meal.
Of course, it was a good meal.
I did a very good meal. To my standards then as a student.
Yes.
He eats. We have a conversation, and then it gets late, and I tell him, I have classes tomorrow, and I was exhausted. Even thinking this food was just a stretch.
sacrifice.
Yes,
It's
just
a
having you
sacrifice.
here is a stretch for me. So how about you go home and then we'll talk tomorrow? And then I thought he's like, oh.
My God.
Now
Kimeumana.
I am stuck. And wait, before he came to the house, I asked him, he removes his shoe. Africans homes will remove our shoes at the doorstep.
Yes.
Remove your shoes because my house is clean and I'm not looking forward to cleaning after you have left. He says no. My shoes will be still outside your doorstep. How are you going to explain that? I didn't even think about it.
Is that a red flag or
Should
something?
have been a red flag.
Think about it. Because a genuine person cannot say such, because if you're genuine anyway, why should you remove the shoes? Okay.
So he didn't remove the shoes. And I didn't even catch that as a red flag. I was like, okay, fine.
Sour.
You get it.
But I know it's you I love. It's not your shoes anyway.
And I'm even tired. I'm not even ready for an argument. I'm like, not now. No. So whatever you say, it goes. He comes in, he eats. It's time to leave. He's like, leave. Okay, hug me so that I can leave. I innocently wake up and
Hug me before you leave. Okay.
and I'm hugging him to get rid of him now because I am feeling like it's time. How am I going to explain to other people that you're in my house at this time of the night? Okay, the leadership in me is speaking.
Remember, you are a role model, especially to first years, second years, and everyone is looking up to you. Yes.
I was like, this is not going to hit well with the CU.
Yes.
And I lived around where the class rep was around, so anytime, and he had my book.
He can come.
He still had my book. He had come for a notebook to copy notes for me because the way it gets changed. So I was like, if anybody finds this guy here,
Oh
I will not explain, and I'm not even in the mood to keep explaining what is going on to LA. Anybody.
Yes.
He gets the bathroom, cleans up, leaves. Does not even think about it. He does not go like, can we talk? You know, you expect a man
Like apologize.
Yes, like I'm sorry that happened, we can talk and this. He does not, he's like, fine.
Oh
and leaves.
my God.
And leaves. So he leaves. That happened around on a Monday. So Wednesday, Monday night after that, I call a friend immediately. I tell her, I don't know what I've just done. I don't know if it's my fault or it's not my fault, but I think I have really messed up. I tell her the story and she goes, fine, it's messed up. But if you tell it to anybody, it's not going to go anywhere.
It's not easy.
In our society, such things are
You can't understand.
You will
can't
not
understand.
You will not understand.
Yes.
So we go like, fine, so what do we do about this? Come to terms with it and they're like, fine, let's just pray that God will cleanse yourself.
God is a forgiving
Yes,
God.
and the second chance. And I go before the Lord in tears and I am sorry, I've been stabbed. And the story is done. And that's how we cover the story if it happened.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, what happened? I've never gone through such a thing.
Yeah.
But the following morning, I wake up, go to Chuka town, get P2. Why am I getting P2?
Because you're
I'm
fearing
not sure
for
what happened.
Yes.
So I took a P2 and I also take a break.
Yes.
And I get back to the house and we clean up and go to class. Like nothing happened.
As a point, yeah.
Weeks later, July. So July, I come, the ministry happening in Nairobi. So So I come on the weekend. I come, have do ministry around town, have a very good time with my spiritual parents.
Yeah.
Don't forget, I didn't even mention what happened to them. I kept quiet. I'm never talking about it.
Yeah.
So they didn't even discover anything.
Oh, that is demonic. That is demonic. You didn't even tell them?
Apparently, and they knew almost everything about me, except this one. Because I had chosen, I could not have messed up this big.
Yes.
So I had chosen to burn this one today. So I get back to campus Monday, I go to my class, but during my class, I'm feeling really sick. I'm feeling so nauseated, headaches, my laundry. What is this now? I don't know. Funny thing, I thought maybe I have typhoid, malaria. I don't know what is coming into my head. There's no way I'm thinking I'm pregnant.
Oh.
I took the precautions.
Why now? Why? Maybe I'm sick or something.
I was
It's
surely sick with typhoid in my head.
Oh, typhoid.
Yeah,
Oh
so in
God.
my head, I called my dad and I tell him, "Hi Dad, I'm not feeling well and I'm a student. I need a little bit of money to go and you get to go to the hospital." My dad, I thank God for that man. He just goes to his M-Pesa, sends money. My daughter forget the medicines. Go to the hospital.
Wow.
So the doctor, I also do counseling a little bit. So and the doctor at the Chukam private hospital I went to was a really good friend. Because there are sessions we used to meet and we used to do mentorship and stuff. We used to meet and stuff.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Hey, welcome. It's been a minute." I'm like, "Yeah, it's been a minute. I'm not supposed to be sick."
What? Yes.
And she goes, "Yeah, let's check your blood."
Yes.
So there's this blood they get from. So they check my blood. They go through all the diseases they have. Yes. But now the bills are way up. Way up than I thought. I start calling my dad again. Hey, I don't think they are finding any disease because no typhoid, no malaria. They still have my blood. We're having a conversation even now with my mom. My mom is now in tears because she's like, "There's no disease, but this is how you've been feeling." Yes, like I'm not feeling well. That they're not finding the disease. So as we're talking with the doctor now, something funny happens. She asked me, "And how sexually active are you being?" I looked at her
That question. Like, what are you talking about? In the first place, I'm the CU lady.
Why would you ask me?
Yes.
And she tells me, you know, that's all the things she's talking about. Just like pregnancy, kind of a thing. I look at her like, no.
Stop it. Stop it. That's not me.
Calmly. She says, now that you have your blood, let's just take a social. You know the strips for pregnancy.
Yes.
Let's just, as we have this conversation.
Yes.
It would harm, and even if it turns out negative, we're not going to ask for anybody for this test.
Yes.
The moment the blood wanted, stripes 1, 2, positive.
Sorry guys. Sorry, this is a real shocker. I can imagine the situation.
Shock out me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Pregnant? Hey. I was like, God, you know there are some places I've taken myself before.
Yes.
If I got pregnant there, maybe I was okay.
Yes.
This one?
No way. No way. No way. It's not true.
I'm not taking this one.
Yes.
And you see, this guy already texted me before. Like after what happened between us, we should stop seeing each other.
Yes.
After the event tonight.
Yes.
So I was like, hey,
He told you?
that.
Like
Monday on Wednesday.
he told you
He
that.
had sent a text about after what has happened, we cannot see each other anymore. And I was like, cool, I'm not even looking forward to seeing you ever again.
Done. Oh.
But I thought I was done until my son was like, done with me. Done how? Mom, I'm coming.
Now this test is a positive one. Now tell us now.
The test was positive. And the doctor cannot hide the excitement. Oh, congrats! Who's
Wow,
the lucky
well
man?
done.
We went to the wedding. I'm looking at her like,
talking about?
Why are you happy?
Is this a ghost or something?
Then I break down. Instead of me talking to her, I break down. And she closes the door and now comes to me and tells me, wait, you mean this is happening? She's in shock.
Why are you crying?
Yes.
I mean, this is a blessing,
Yes.
you know?
I tell her, wait, one, there's no further into the story. Two, I'm not even married. Secondly, what am I going to tell to the CEO? How am I going to tell the CEO? In the church.
Oh.
In town.
Oh, he's a broken girl.
The
Who
church
is-
in town. Oh. How am I going to tell my parents that I have been not going home for holidays? I'm doing missions. I was up in town.
Doing
My dad,
missions.
where are you? I am in Rongo, in wherever, the Raka, doing missions. Holidays, my dad was like just holding wherever she is, she's doing the work of God.
Oh, yes.
And then how am I ever going to tell him that I was not out here?
Mm-hmm.
Just being malicious.
Yes.
And I have the evidence of maliciousness with me.
Oh my God.
Now she looks at me and tells me, just go home, calm down, relax. After that, we can figure out how to handle this. I tell her, me, I can't consider abortion. Because I'm a Christian, it should finish me. She looks at me and says, actually, I also can't consider abortion for you. So we are walking through this journey together. So organize yourself, go home, come to terms with it. And I call my friend, now staying in the hospital. I tell her, you see that incident of that night? I have the results.
The friend now in the sea.
Yes, the
Not
one
the friend, the friend.
No.
Oh,
The
okay.
one, the lady I had called the night that
Okay,
happened.
okay.
So I call her again. I tell her, hey, this happened, and this is the results. She cries. No, she's not even helping me. Now we are crying.
You're crying.
Both of us.
Mm.
And then I'm like, no, the only way you'd help me is call my spiritual parents. Please help me tell them that their girl has
Messed up. And you know this messing up, it's in disguise. It's a blessing, of course, but now you feel it's a...
It's a mess up. I didn't know how to connect my life from that point.
Oh.
And then call them. It's supposed
Yes.
I tell him, I am pregnant. And he goes, hello, yes, you said. Hands up.
Oh my God.
And then I call him again and he tells me I am at this part of the campus. Come. Okay, at this time I'm considering marriage. Like, I don't care, he does not like me now. I don't care. But whatever happens, I am getting into marriage to hide
this thing. Oh, at least so that you can have identity.
Yes.
You see?
So my head has already knocked into
marriage.
And marriage that I don't even know if somebody else is considering it. Don't forget, he had told me he does not want to see me. And also after what he had done. God, I got to see him and I met him outside campus with a few friends. They were laughing so much. I'm not even in the mood. I had cried enough.
So
I'm
you're not
suicidal.
crying now.
I have felt my calm.
You're suicidal.
I was, leaving the hospital stairs, I'm looking at the highway, the Chuka-Nairobi highway. And I'm also imagining, you don't have to go through this.
Let me just end my life.
Head there to the road. My rackers are just around the corner. They will hit you hard. There will be no evidence that this ever happened.
Oh.
But at this point, something else is also telling me just try see if there's a way you can salvage the situation. Get into marriage and you can
hide it.
Yes.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, let me try first. Before the Swiss head hits right, let me first try this as a go.
Yes.
It takes like 15 minutes to notice I am there.
These guys are laughing with the friends?
Yeah. And I already had told him the situation.
I'm here.
And I'm pregnant.
And I'm coming. And it takes 15 minutes.
And he sees me. And then he continues talking with the friends. Like he didn't see me.
My goodness. I'm so sorry.
I look at him. I'm like, I don't even have the energy to stand. I tell him, I start walking. And he comes like running. I'm like, I'm like,
Okay.
this is an emergency by itself.
Okay.
And you want to go finish laughing with your friends. I don't understand.
My guys, pause there. This story is getting hotter, guys. Please remember to subscribe, like and share. This story, oh my god. Okay, go on.
So on the hug, he didn't release. Like hug and hug.
We had you forever, like.
Now at this point, campus, and I tell him, if you want to see me, apparently in my house.
You come.
And I'm walking a walk of shame from campus to my house crying.
And you left him actually.
Yes,
and he didn't bother to follow you up.
He did like in the night around 7. He comes with a friend. Now this time he has not come alone. He comes with a friend and he comes, he says, hi, so I'm going to be a daddy. And he's saying it, touching my tummy. I think he was a psychopath. I don't know what I was dealing with.
Yes.
Because he's like, he's not touching my tummy. So I'm going to be a daddy. And I'm like, yes, you're going to be a daddy. And he says, okay, fine, we will see what to do. And they leave with the friend.
That's all.
Yes, that's all. That's all he said he does. So as I go to sleep that night, I'm like,
At least.
Shock out. My spiritual parents, they have been informed what has happened.
Yes.
So they call and tell me tomorrow morning we
Come.
want you in Judah. I obey. At this time, I'm like, if anybody can embrace me, that is all I need. That's all I need.
Okay.
So I go.
Uh-huh.
I arrive in Judah.
Uh-huh.
I am received very well. And
Yeah.
these people are blessed.
Uh-huh.
They are part of me. Like
Yes.
I don't know how like that unfolded without them.
Yes.
They listen to me.
Wow. Wow.
My mom is listening to me. They're both lawyers. They're
Yes.
listening to me and they're like, so was it a rape? Was it a rape?
I don't know. You don't know what to say. Because in the first place, who opened the door for this person?
Who cooked for you?
Who cooked for him? Who invited him? It's you, so it's hard. It's a hard place to be.
It's a hard position to be.
Oh my.
And I remember mom, in how fools I said, I don't think that was a rape.
Oh my god, now the reality. They said the truth. Sometimes there are times you don't want to hear the truth.
Because she says, even if we were to go to court, how are we proving this one?
Oh, I get.
My dad was angry. I have not seen that man agitated, but he was.
Your spiritual dad.
And he's trying to hide it, but I can tell.
Yes.
He was given the permission.
He could slap someone.
She was not going to end well.
Yes, yes.
So I stay with them for a few days, and
Yes.
they're taking me through, like, it's okay, we
Yes.
can handle things. And I'm like,
Of
it's
course.
okay. Where?
As parents, I know
They are
sometimes.
trained to be parents. But I'm also like, where? Okay, where? Right now I'm 3 weeks pregnant.
Yes.
Do you know the funny part about me? I actually knew I was pregnant in
Yes.
2 weeks.
Oh my god.
2-3 weeks I knew I was pregnant.
You're there as a parent. This happens to you. What could you have done? This is your child, and you've heard the story. Now the parents are here looking at you. You know, I ever give an example where a child does a mistake, and instead of making the situation better, you're slapping them. Why did you do this in the first place? So I understand.
Well, at this point, I can tell my parents, I'm way too confused. They
Yes.
don't know where to start.
Yeah.
And now I'm supposed to be starting my attachments. It's campus,
Yes.
I'm finishing campus.
Yes.
So attachment is coming.
Yes.
I had a lot of things all planned out. So again,
Yes.
when I tell you the plans of mine belong to man, but God has the final say. I'm a living evidence that I had a lot of plans. Things were planned out.
Like you do the internship,
Yeah,
you
finish.
finish,
Back to me.
you start working, you do the mission, you marry. I understand that kind
I
of
had
planning.
it was,
Yes.
nothing looked like it was going to happen.
Uh-huh.
Funny fact. So my mom, she was not really comfortable. And she took grace for her to actually come to terms with it.
Wow.
So then when I'm in Juja, I call the daddy. This time he tells me, but you know I have papers to prove I can't make a woman pregnant.
Okay. Who is this are we talking about?
Daddy.
And he has
Papers that can prove he
That
can't
he
make
can't.
a woman pregnant.
So
He's
he's
impotent.
a Ngumba. Do we
Yes.
call them Ngumba or
He's
something?
impotent.
Yes.
Wow. Before I left Chuka, you were telling me I'm going to be a dad.
Yes.
Now I'm calling to confirm what your plans are. And of course, I'm an angry woman. Really angry from
Yes,
this.
yes.
The calls I'm making, I'm like, so what do you want? So what do we do after this?
Yeah.
And he goes, you know I have papers to prove.
That I am not able to sire.
Yeah. He has papers to prove he's impotent.
My goodness.
Mary, Mother of Jesus.
How many shockers do you want to give us? I'm scared now.
And at this time, I didn't have the stamina to hold this one. What do you mean you can't get me pregnant? So I tell him, so after taking advantage of me, now you're impotent. And he says, so nataka kusema mimi nilikurepe? Mimi sikurepe. Si nilikuwa kwako. Can you even prove it?
Reverse psychology now. Yes.
And I'm like, fine, me I'll go to court. And he says, I am a social worker. He deals with children's and a lot of things.
Yes.
So he's like, I know where this case is never going anywhere. So go ahead. Sue me.
Okay.
Confidently.
Okay. This is a broken girl, she's telling this.
Yes. Confidently.
Okay.
So I tell my prospective parents this, and they're like, please, for your mental
Help.
just
Okay.
leave me alone.
Okay.
But go back to Chuka, finish what you started. That is schooling.
Okay.
Handle yourself, compile yourself together. Mind you, and I'm still in Juja, I'm still thinking of how to get to Thika Road and get picked by a car and die.
Oh. God forbid
Because
you're
I
here.
am like, I am not doing life, and I've not even told anybody in my homes that, like, my mom and dad, the girl is just doing okay in campus.
Oh my God. Our viewers, are you out there and you're one of us, like one single day and everything changed? Are you there? Get encouraged. This story is gonna encourage someone, and I know someone out there will be saved from this story. Okay, go ahead.
So after that, I go back to Chuka. It's almost end of the semester, so there are exams coming in.
Yes.
So if exams are coming in, and then it's depressed we can read. So my class like was closed. He noticed I'm not even appearing for lessons. He has also noticed my assignments are not submitted. He started
The class
yes.
rep.
He started actually asking, what is happening? It's unlike you. Your assignments are usually the first ones. We copy from your assignments. You're giving it such a hard time to understand.
Why is this happening?
So he comes to my house, and every time I'm like, I'm good. I'm giving fake smiles here.
Oh.
I'm good. But as soon as they leave, I lock the door. I
And
don't
you
want to
cry.
hear anybody. I am not leaving the house. I'm not going for lessons. I'm not just in the house. My spiritual dad and mom are keeping tabs. They're calling, they're checking in. The caretaker who was living in one of their houses, the caretaker is also checking in. Are you okay?
Oh.
Is everything okay? So then morning sickness kicks in. You no longer can hide. Pregnancy can't be hidden.
You can't hide
I
pregnancy.
start vomiting. Early morning, my house is like everywhere. Everywhere. And I'm alone.
Oh.
I am scared. Now I am weak because I have not been eating. And now I'm in sickness. Just once water touches my stomach, out. Anything
I'm so sorry.
out. Exams are right here. So I encourage myself.
Go and do
For the
it.
sake of my father and mother back in Kirinyaga County, dress up, go and do your exams. That is what I say. That is what I'm telling myself. So I wake up, I go for exams.
Yes.
The first paper, I do okay. It was like a 10:30 paper. I'm okay. Even the first day. Now, the issue comes on the second paper. The second day is, and in the lecture that comes in the papers,
This
He's
is so hard,
walking
guys. This
in.
is so hard. This is so hard. Like, this is happening to you. Like, he's the one bringing the papers. Oh
Courageous.
my God. And he gives it to you.
And the audacity is he places them on my desk. Like I used to love sitting in front.
Yes.
So I'm still seated in the front waiting for the paper to land so that I
Yes.
can write. Even if I write nothing, at least I tried.
Yes.
Placing the paper on my desk. At him.
The tears.
I'm trying to hide that nobody should know anything.
That
But
is
by
happening.
now, you smooth. Some people can tell Miriam is not
Yes,
behaving.
something.
She's either sick or she has that, but she's behaving normal.
Yeah.
Daily.
Oh.
So the friend that was seated before me hits my chair from behind. Nothing. And I
fake
cover.
smile.
Yeah, I'm trying to cover the tears.
Mm-hmm.
And then by then my mouth was metallic. There's a way pregnancy makes your mouth metallic.
Yeah,
So I'm just having a lot of sweets in my mouth
to keep what?
keep me going.
Yes.
I start feeling like it's shoot. He's trying to peek in between the papers. And the guy is standing
There.
here. He's supervising. He's right next.
Okay.
I'm trying to write this paper and I'm sweating. I have written my name and nothing else. 40 minutes down the line, I have written nothing into the paper because I'm not even thinking straight. And I feel like I need to go throw up really bad. I leave, I go to the toilets for like an hour.
Yes.
I'm supposed to be writing exams.
And you've gone to the toilet, the guy is there, the seat is empty. What do you think was going on in his mind? Okay, we can't know what he was thinking anyway, but it's funny. The whole
But I don't
thing is
even
funny.
understand why he chose to come to our class then. I mean, you could have avoided all that. I
Yes,
would have done that paper.
sure.
But
He's still standing there.
he came in. I went back, wrote a few of the things in the paper, and he looked at my paper, looked at me and smiled.
Oh my God. He was thinking, what is the problem with this girl?
And then he picked the papers and went. Luckily enough, I actually got an A in those papers. Whatever he did, yeah, forgive me. But I know I didn't write anything.
Oh my God.
But I still passed. Because I was like, if I fail these papers, I'll skin you.
Oh.
I will skin you because it's what I did actually write down these papers. And he did that for the rest of the papers. He kept showing up for classes, for papers in regulate classes. But then first one may finish, I go, I leave campus.
Now the pregnancy, how many months?
Like 4.
Now,
Now, my parents are still not told our reverend in the main church that girl is pregnant. So they're waiting for me to get ready, come back to do it, and now we start. So how are we going to make this? How are we breaking this news to the world?
to the parents first, to your sisters. Now let me ask you, all this time, are you going to church?
Yes.
To the CU? Are you still leading prayers?
Let me tell you what I did.
Yes.
I called chairman. I humbly requested to put him out.
Time out.
I don't want to tell you what happened. So they were all concerned. I tell you the trips they made to my house.
Of course, as sisters, when you're in campus, they call you sister. Sister Miriam, she's not okay. Let's go see. Let's go. And they take turns, actually.
They were taking
organize,
turns.
yes.
They were taking
to be
turns.
with you and
Yes.
understand what is happening.
And I'm not telling them a thing.
Are you serious?
Yes,
This
I'm
is
not opening my
madness.
mouth. We are taking tea. We are laughing. I'm going to the house. I am crying my mind out.
Oh my.
I have delegated every duty I had. Everything. I stopped everything. I'm not serving anymore. No meetings, nowhere. So the concerned, they would come to my house. Are you okay? I'm like, yes, can I cook you anything? I'm still the mommy bubbly girl. I'm very bubbly, very happy.
Yes.
I'm still that when there are people, I'm still that mommy.
can cook for them, hiding all this time.
Hiding. Nobody will find out. That is my. But then my spiritual dad tells me, please sit the executive down. Tell them
Exactly.
the truth.
Yes.
Tell them you're pregnant. Face this reality. He says one of the best ways to heal, for you to start healing, is facing the consequences.
Yes.
So these consequences are one. How the church reacts is entirely not how you assume.
Yes.
So start picking these reactions from the CEO level.
Yes.
Don't forget, the church, my local church is waiting for me like this.
How many churches are waiting for you? The CU? The local church?
The church that was supposed to be planted in sugar.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
I'm seated. I called them. I remember just when I go.
Yes.
I told them, you guys, I'm pregnant. Very casually. You guys, I'm pregnant. Who's the baby daddy? I'm pregnant. How is that? So I get a don't care attitude now. I think I became something who I was never. Like, if you ask me
Like a don't care spirit.
I became like, if you ask me another question, the way I respond should communicate me. So then, that cost me a lot because I lost a lot of people, a lot of friends who didn't know how now to approach me anymore.
Because now you didn't even tell them the circumstance, you just told them, guys, I'm pregnant and you're
So I left them to judge. Just
Filling
cook
in
your
their
story,
own blank
filling the
spaces.
blank space, give your story. And of course, stories were given.
mushrooming of stories.
Stories are, if the people who can really destroy you, they are Christians, by the way. The church can reach.
Why are we like this, guys? Why are we like this? Why can't we spread the love that we talk about? Because I expected if you gave this to the executive or the officials, they could hold you up. Like
They tried their best. But of course, in one way or another, the school is just.
it was messed
By the
up.
time we were done with the exams, my baby daddy was out. Because I had a best friend who knew I was seeing this guy, who now knew, well, this must be
The guy.
So when people are suspicious, is it?
Is it this? Is it?
And you know, we have never seen her with another guy. You know, and then I was this girl. Remember the class rep then still makes fun of it. Like, who is the man who has conquered the lioness? They used to call me a lioness.
Of course.
I was a powerful.
Of course, because I remember the CU cheerleaders, there is a way they are rated. And all the time you're looking forward to see who is dating this girl, because we are so sure like this is a pure girl, she's a no-go zone, she loves the Lord. By the time you get to this girl, you must be knowing God and knowing God for real. So I can imagine.
Shocker on them. The guy is not even a church guy. It was just like,
No way.
no way. How did
No
he
way.
get into
I'm also
her?
getting surprise. How would you date someone who is not born again and you're still child?
He used to say he goes to church.
He used to say
Yes.
so.
Prove. How do I prove he's not a student? A student I would keep count because I would see. But he's not a student. So where I go to church is not where he goes to church. So when he tells me he's going to be seated again, I'm fine with that. Because I can't keep checking
Whether
and don't forget, it's less than all this is happening in like May, June, July, boom. So even before I find out.
So you've not known him.
I have not come to terms with who is really his character. I only know a few things. Like he's handsome, he dresses well. I am into men who dress well.
Handsome men out there.
He has
He's dressing well, handsomeness. There you go.
He got me.
Yes.
You have my attention before the things come from like, wow, you dressed good. I'm like, that has my attention. Then the rest will follow every single time.
Sure.
So that
have
is
to
the
be
trap.
attractive
Yes.
by the way. Yes.
That's the trap that I fell into. So I tell them. So the way the church receives it is way different. Wow, the church kicks me out. Because not really kicks me out. My local church says one. I don't want to be seen at the pulpit and when you're the pulpit.
My goodness.
Oh.
Okay. Let me ask you. Okay. you are a pulpit girl and you're pregnant. Of course, I understand why they said that.
Yes.
But now it depends how they did it. Yes.
So the conversation goes, there are few would say that I was a bad role model to their younger kids, which hit me so wrong. I wanted to explain myself.
Yeah.
But I could not, because who is believing this theory?
Oh my.
I am trying to even myself come to terms with it. I'm like, and then I have a story, Java. My story looks like Java. Yes!
Like, it's not a real one, it's a fake one.
So, even, I'm like, okay, fine, you guys are just okay to judge me.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm like, guys, just
do whatever you want.
Say whatever.
I'm okay with it.
Okay. I am in Judah, the events that are happening in church. My spiritual dad and mom be like, so we go to church? I'm like, no. I'm okay. The events we used to have, like children's activities. I remember them having a children activity for a week. I was a Sunday school teacher. I loved this thing, but I would be left in the house just to cry and imagine what was going on in the church compound. Imagine what they are doing. Imagine the games. Imagine. And then they go and come back. They think me I'm cooking. I've become the house guy.
My goodness.
But I'm happy about that. At least I'm happy at least I have people who have embraced me regardless. That family embraced me.
Yeah.
To date, I feel like a daughter. Not even a daughter like spiritually. I feel like they need
a real daughter.
If he says today, don't. It looks like I'm crazy, but I know. People ask, but it is just a rep who says, but yes, he's more than a rep to be that.
Oh my.
So today if he says, come. But my mom and dad became supportive. I go for my attachment towards the heart. The lady who was the go for attachment, she's a powerhouse. She owns a few home care centers to date. She was now opening the first one. The first home care. Yes. So she tells me, you come in, you are handy. Despite this, I know you. The work you can do is not compared to what we are seeing now. So you come in as you are. Yes. One, I'm going to host you because there's no way you're going to look for a house like this alone. Yes. Because I was not even 18. I was 43. I was so ready for death. Like I was telling them, I'm not going to take my life. But whatever that makes sure I go direct to death is what I am doing. So I won't eat. Why am I eating? Like why am I eating? So she looks at me and tells me she's a counselor also. Like you're coming to live with me in my house. Attachment in my house. So your office will be my house. So you'll be working from home. And I monitor every step. So they picked me as a project for Nation Media and they overfed me. Project, my friend. I think they were God sent. So as we are doing this attachment, it's for me it's a healing period. It's healing to accept what is happening and to move the suicidal part. But it's not healing me the part that I can be a single mother. Do you know I am still begging this man to be the dad to accept. I used to be sent because then I then became very interested in Mother's Campus. And she tells me that's a whole project you can run an organization. Are you serious? Yes. So we start the project. I go back to campus. I see the counselors. We had a very good rapport with the counselors. Yes, because of course you are a model. So we go. I don't tell them my story, like I hide it, but I'm like, I want to support mothers in campus. How are they doing it? I form a group, I start a mother program in Chica. So this mother program was, I call in nutritionists to teach the mothers nutrition, I call in caregivers to teach the mothers, I look for pads, I look for people, like if you're interested to support me, give me like a few diapers and pads, I will take to the mothers. So I then, when all this is happening, I'm still out for attachment. I would be sent, so I'm doing it as part of my... And this time you're pregnant? Yes. No, I'm doing it as part of my attachment. I come to Chuka, I have come to organize the Mothers and Kickstarter project. I'm coming looking for this man. I don't know what was wrong.
You're coming for work to look for mothers, but back in your mind, you're
coming
like,
looking for
God,
this
help
man.
me to bump in.
Yes, let me call him, let me beg him to at least see me for 1 hour.
Yes.
Let me apologize.
Yes.
Why was I
Apologize.
Yes, I said sorry, I knelt down. I'm trying to.
Are you serious?
I don't want to be a single mom.
My goodness.
I feared being a single
Marriage
mom.
was a ministry.
Yes. How am I being a single mom? I was like, no.
No, and he's here. Why
And
now?
why? And he's not married. So if you're not married and I'm pregnant, why are you not taking me for a wife? Why are you doing me that? That is what is going on in my head. Because I've never like, why are you rejecting?
Why are you rejecting? I have your baby. You did what you did.
I apologized. I did a lot of nonsense.
Yes.
I remember walking from the place I was staying under the rain down to Ndagani to see him, like 2 kilometers or 3 or something.
And you're pregnant.
To see him and I'm pregnant. And then he comes and he says, mbona umenyeshewa sasa? I'm like, because ulisema huwezi kuja huko juu. So I'm the one who had to come. So I finished my attachment. And the program in Chuka University that starts very well. The counselor department and the welfare department embraced the whole project. They were happy about it.
Are you still serving in the church?
No.
Oh, you stopped?
No, my mind just went into support young mothers, listen to their stories, embrace them. So that's how actually I healed. I healed by listening to others' stories. I healed by embracing others.
What happened now to the CU thing? Because you let your child.
The campus finished. We finished campus. The semester ended, our period ended, and there was a re-election. And even actually, I started going after campus now after the last term, because I went back to Chuka now for 1 more semester and to orient the new leaders. That's not always happens in campus.
Yes.
The old leaders orient
the new leaders. The last semester, of course.
I did that very frequent, and I was very okay with it. I would walk in because I had a support system. My spiritual parents. They would just, waenda kanisa. Why are you in the house? Waenda kanisa. Now I'm heavily pregnant and I'm walking into the CU and everybody be like,
is this our CU child?
Heavily pregnant. And I'm still going to sit where I wish to sit. And my stomach, you know how we use my stomach as a lady?
You lay your hands like this.
And that's why my baby notebook is that.
Yes. Writing notes.
At this time, I'm telling myself it's okay. But nobody knows I'm still begging a man to come back to my life. Nobody knows I'm still me.
You've not even told your daddy the same.
He knows this girl is healed. She's a conqueror. He does not know.
Guys, why do you pretend these things? Why can't you say the truth?
He does not know I am begging.
Yes.
But at some point, as we spoke, because at times he would just call me home. He would come, let's speak. How are you doing? We are speaking, and I mentioned, I want him, and so, because mom would ask questions like, so what do you want about the baby? And as I have the conversation, she would be, so you still want this man?
Oh, okay. Yes.
She was like, so you still want to go back?
After all that he has done for you?
And then you'd ask, so why do you want to go back to this man? I'm like, because I don't want to be a single mom. Mom could not understand. She was like, it will be big. Miriam, if I hold you, I will beat you.
She could not understand. But anyway, why? Why now?
I was desperate. Being a single mom in our society is not a cup of tea. And the way the society, and the way the society looks at single mothers, it's your immoral, your abandonment. Because even through the women in church started
secluding us.
And I would tell, and I also had conversations like, don't let her near your husband.
She's a bad woman.
Yes.
She misbehaved.
Yes. So it became, I was trying to protect that. If I have to continue with life, single motherhood,
no way.
I begged. January come, 7 months pregnant. January I go back to campus. Last semester I am doing CU. My dad now and mama will rest me at home. My dad was like, "Now that you're giving back, please get a bigger house."
Oh,
get a bigger house.
Parents.
Yes.
Thank you, parents out there.
Get a bigger house. Let's see how you're going to juggle
between
education, finishing campus, and giving birth. Because this is me giving birth in March. Exams are end of semester is in March.
Sure.
So she's like, you need to organize yourself. My mom be like, take a break, come home, give birth. A year later you will go to campus. I am like, I think I have my dad's spirit. I am fighting.
Soldier on.
Soldier on. My mom is like, no. Do you know you have never given birth?
Oh.
Do you know you have never given
mothers?
Do you know you have never been in this situation again? Please, I am requesting you. We will pay your school fees after. Just end the semester here.
Yes.
I'm like, I am finishing the journey. So I'm very stubborn. I'm lecturer. Very stubborn. And I said I'm doing something.
You must do it. We can't use the word stubborn. Let's say you're a go-getter. Yes, that fits it.
Yes. So my mom has a time. So my dad is like, if she wants to go, let's finish the school fees. Let's have go and handle it. And my dad is talking out of the anger from
yes. Let's have finishing.
But it's okay.
She
So
can handle.
Yes, I go to campus. I get into school. So I have come to finish school. Continue the project I started from mothers. This one has actually given me a stamina to stand. And now the mothers are now looking at me at a role model. Okay, now what was supposed to be how diminished school has put me on another platform. Things happen.
Yeah.
So now that when the university is having meetings and calling in people to empower and to send out they are calling me. My name becomes Miriam.
What?
Who is talking to the ladies today? Miriam. Who is this? Now I'm like, I've become. Don't forget my baby daddy is a lecturer.
Yes.
So every meeting I am there. He's there. And then nobody knows. So at some point I told somebody who it hit the ears. I have given them my story, but I have hidden names. But for some reason, they now know they now have a name. Being a part-time lecturer meant he used to be given lectures by other lecturers to support him as he does his masters.
Yes.
So all the other lecturers like, if that is what you did, we are not supporting you. And you're not even supporting the lady. Stopped giving him classes. So the guy gets mad at me. I have cost him havoc in his career. Like, but I didn't do anything. I actually didn't approach anybody to stop giving you.
Yes.
But you know how bad news spread like
like fire.
So of course he started defending himself and giving other stories.
Yes.
So as the stories are going, my story is going.
Yes.
Me, I decided, I don't have time for this drama. You know, I have books to handle.
Yes.
So me, I embraced church again. Pregnant, CU. I went for CU, pregnant the last bit.
Yes.
Projects, mamas, I call it Tabasamu Moms. Today still have a page on Facebook.
Wow. Tabasamu Moms.
Yes, Tabasamu Moms is kicking in, it's doing really well online, it's speaking very well.
Yes.
And I'm like, maybe this is just a stepping stone for me to another dimension.
I was about to say that. Yes.
So what I thought was supposed to kill me has actually started building me into a new world.
Yes.
So I walk in, I give birth. So me giving birth was another scary moment. Because I have never been in this situation. I'm alone.
First time moms. Yes.
I am alone. I knew the exact day I got pregnant.
Yes.
I knew that, so I have the exact day I should be giving birth. It comes and I ignore it. I'm like,
the day that you're supposed to give birth.
Yes, I'm like,
it comes and you're not bothered.
I'm not ready for it. Who is doing this? Who is being a single mother?
Oh, why is she dying? And you know, at this time is the baby showing any sign of coming?
No.
You're not having pains, you're not...
I was too depressed for pain.
Oh.
Pain was not something that...
Oh my.
So, if I'm telling my sibling who's a doctor, I'm telling her, this is when I'm supposed to be giving birth. She's like, maybe you're just sleeping around and you don't even know the dates. I'm like, I'm not being delirious. I know I got pregnant on this exact
date.
And so, if that is the exact date, if science is correct, it's 2 weeks before, 2 weeks
after.
I'm past 2 weeks. I'm in my 4th week.
Oh my goodness.
And she then,
the devil comes to steal, kill and destroy. For sure.
So she tells me, okay, fine. Go walk into a hospital and tell them your story. If they believe you, they will take you very urgently.
If they believe you. Oh my God.
So I went to Chogoria, the gynecologist. That was a nice one. Who received me, he listened to me and he's like, if that is true, I don't even know if that will be still alive in the time. 4 weeks late.
What?
And she looks at me, and you're not feeling anything? I'm like,
no. Oh my God. 4 weeks late is bad. It's bad. It's critical, guys.
4 weeks late.
Yes.
The doctor, the gyna tells me, fine, we are not even going to allow you to go home. So call somebody to bring your baby bags, the bag you pack for the baby and your bag and hospital to the hospital. And then we are admitting you now. You know this girl who I never have walked into I have a trauma with public hospitals. Kenyan public hospitals.
Of course.
So I had gone to a private hospital. Like, where do I get money to even get admission to a private hospital?
So you're here, you don't have money, you walked in a private hospital. You had faith, of course.
Of course. I'm
what
like,
sort of a faith is that?
I am walking in there. I am giving back. Okay, I'm not giving back. I am dying in back. That was what I was thinking.
You're leading yourself to dying there.
But I'm not going to die in a public hospital. That is what I'm telling myself. At least die with a little bit of
dignity. Die with dignity. Aki, this is serious.
So I call my baby daddy. Here I am again, crazy thinking that this man is going to support.
Oh,
I tell him I'm in hospital and I need this amount of money to get admitted. He tells me I don't have money for a private hospital. Who the hell told you to go in a public hospital? Just go in a public hospital, maybe we can take it up from there. And he has that. Wow. I'm like, fine. So I called my mom. I told my mom, me, I'm in hospital and I need this amount of money. She didn't even ask.
Okay.
She channeled the money.
Wow.
I think my mom was like, she's going through too much. I'm not able to start in noise because African men, at this point, her African mother had toned down to zero.
We thank God
to
for
zero.
Sure.
She just sent the money.
Wow.
She said, she told me, get admitted, we will come see you as soon as we are. Because I'm in Chuka, they're in Kerenyaka. So I start getting induced. So induction has like 3 doses. If you go through 3 doses and nothing has happened, you get directed to C-section.
Induction, for those who don't know, is whereby you're subjected to like a liquid and it's painful. You tell us, was it painful?
It was first the liquid, first the tablets, 2 tablets, like 1 tablet into 4 pieces,
yes.
so 2 of them.
Yes.
And then they're inserted.
Yes.
Those tablets you're forced to insert them.
Yes.
Painfully insert them.
Yes.
To prepare your
body.
Yeah, your body for birth.
Like it's a force.
Yes.
It's a force one to prepare your body to react forcibly to remove the baby.
Yes.
Because what it says, it shows that the baby was overdue.
Yes.
So they had to do that to force the baby out.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's not working. So the cleaner comes to my ward because I have been admitted to the private wing. I have the audacity to walk into the private wing and say, this is where I am.
Thank you. So you are alone in the room?
Yes. I have the audacity to literally say I'm not going to eat this kind of food, I'm going to eat this one.
Yes.
And I am also not going to that one, I'm going to those ones.
Well, this is a broken woman. She doesn't have money. But that is sitting, I tell you. Yes.
So I give her, they induce, so the 4 tablets, so she comes and says, yo, we have used the maximum. We can't use another drug on you to reduce. It's dangerous, we cannot.
So they did the maximum, like 3?
Yes, so it's Thursday, so they induce the whole of Thursday, day and night. So Friday morning, they induce, so they now put the liquid to the line. They're like, we can't do another pill, because enough, you have finished. So we're going to use the drip, the induction for the drip, until early tomorrow morning. Then we go for CS. So they bring in papers. There's a paper you are supposed to sign before you go for CS.
So before you sign those, let me ask you something. What was going on in your mind?
No,
Is at that time you're being inducted, and I'm telling you guys, this thing is usually so painful. So I wonder, how are you not even feeling pain in the first place?
If the gynecologist would tell me I need to relax, so like relax your body, your body cannot really behave normally.
Yes.
You're too depressed, your body is not picking up the right signals.
Okay.
Because at some point she looked at me and told me there's a fluid. That fluid should be coming out freely, but you have not.
Oh, your body is depressed.
So your body is not giving the right signals. It does not know to cry or to laugh, to pain or not to pain. It's numb. You know the injections would go through, I'm not feeling it, I'm looking at it like this.
So actually the depression can affect someone's body mechanism. Okay. Okay.
But then something kicked in. I remember I called my spiritual mom Friday and told her, Ma'am, so this is me. I'm supposed to be in CS. Something I'm too young to go for CS.
Say that louder.
I am too young to go for CS.
Thank you.
I'm 24.
At least.
So who is going for CS?
At 24.
At 24. And my mom tells me, good, that's
That's
the
the spirit
you have picked.
Wow.
Now, if you're not going for CS, me and your dad are in prayer. You two join us in prayer.
Wow. At least now you're coming.
I'm coming back. Something
to
is
you.
clicking and I'm coming back. So I pick in my earphones and the day before that Friday, a few friends from campus, the ladies were very excited to see a pregnant, they were good friends. The CU ladies were there with me. They had come to visit me. So we had spent the whole of the evening with them. So they were like, if tomorrow you're not late, just come pick you for CS. Because CS will come see baby. I'm like, when will we see CS? They're like, the stories we've had, CS.
Yes.
Me, I cancelled CS in the name of Jesus. I am looking at them like making CS comments. I'm like, CS where?
CS for who?
CS where? So me, I get my earphones and it starts raining Friday at around 6:37. Earphones I put in. I asked the doctor to remove this strip. He asked why. I tell him because I am feeling I don't need the trip anymore.
Wow.
I don't need the trip.
I think the spirit was talking to you.
So at this
the Holy
point,
Spirit.
It's a private will. So they do what the clients ask. So they try telling me, maybe it could help you a little bit. I'm like, nah, I don't.
And you're not a doctor in that sense.
But I don't need this thing.
Yes.
And I'm crazy enough. I will brag it out if you don't brag it out yourself. Just get this out of me.
Okay.
I'm going to take earphones. There are staircases that women in labor just go up and down.
Yes.
And say, I go. You see this song?
You can tell us the reason for the staircase.
Yes, it's usually to quicken labor.
Yes.
So I look at those staircases and say, I'm going to up and down this staircase until I feel a pinch.
Yes.
Otherwise, I am not stopping. So there was this song, it was just when it was out like a month or two after the Evelyn Wanjiru Ametenda Makuu.
Yes.
I decided this is the song I am dancing into victory with.
Ametenda Makuu.
Yes.
Wow.
I put my earphones and up and down the stairs, up and now
you
it's
started
raining.
Singing.
Yes, and I am singing so loudly.
Singing
and now,
to your victory.
The doctor is looking at me like, is she crazy? But it's the private will. Whatever.
Let's go. Let's
and
go.
they have seen enough of trouble in labor. They'll be like, you singing is not even part of us. Like, you sing. You want to sing? You, you sing.
So the doctors are not not bothered.
And
I
not
see
even
the madness,
bothered.
of
They're
course.
like, this one has
Yes.
lipstick.
But you see, they are used to that because
Yes.
every time pregnant ladies land in that room,
It's chaotic.
It's
Yes,
chaotic.
they're like,
So it's normal.
They're like,
anyway.
at least this one is singing.
Not like the others. Yes.
I go up the stairs,
Uh-huh.
up the stairs. So at 12, I'm
Mhm.
sweating. I'm
Mhm.
tired, exhausted. Like,
Yes. Yes.
I just go to the bed and lie. I want to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel I need to go for a shoot. And
Oh.
I step down
Uh-huh.
in my water place.
Glory
But
to
now I am
God.
exhausted. I have exhausted myself with the stairs. I'm
I'm
even late for
singing.
labor.
The energy.
So I don't, now I'm a first time mom. I don't even know that it's water breaking. Because I thought I needed to go for a short
Oh,
call.
you think you maybe
It's up.
messed up
I'm
yourself?
calling the doctor. I'm telling you.
I messed up, dog. I can imagine.
The doctor was male. He looks at me he's like, no, that's your amniotic fluid. Girl, you're just going to labor.
Wow, this is good.
And I'm like, oh, okay, so this is how, but I'm not feeling any pain.
Oh.
No pain. Water is broken.
Yeah.
No pain.
Mm.
Just like, yet and half, hata ijatoka yote.
Mm.
So, hiyo ingine by the time inamaliza,
Mm.
probably labor, let's go on.
Yes.
Like 30 minutes later, labor kicks in. It's a story I'm not telling.
It's a story for another day. That's what she said.
Labor
Yes.
kicks in.
Yes.
And by 5:30 in the morning, I kick back.
Wow.
Once
Now the labor started at
around 1.
1 a.m.
So I'm in labor to 5:30.
So those are approximately 6 hours.
Yeah.
6 hours of labor.
But
It's
funny
not a
thing-
joke.
First opening the doctors are like 2.
Mm.
And then I'm like, fine. The next time they try check, I'm not opening, they're also still now considering
Yes.
CS
Uh-huh.
again. Because they're like,
Yeah.
your baby is big,
Mm.
you in labor,
Mm.
and you're not even past 2.
Mm.
You're just
2
like
centimeters.
2 centimeters.
Yes.
The next time, and then I tell God,
Mm.
again, CS, really now? I thought we
Okay.
finished this discussion.
After walking
Yes.
up the
The discussion between CS and me
It
ended.
ended.
Why are we back here?
Mm.
And it's like I had the spirit telling me,
Mm.
you are fighting the destiny. Now
Wow.
fight for it better. I
Wow.
went into prayer, in labor and in
Mm.
tongues. It was
Wow.
such a chaotic moment right there.
Wow.
So I'm going in labor and in tongues
Mm.
at the same time.
Mm.
So the next time the doctor comes,
Mm.
10.
10.
10.
Oh,
and he was
you
like,
don't know the joy that comes.
that was fast.
Yes.
That was
10.
fast.
Wow.
Because it never happens like
Wow.
it's slowly.
Yes,
It's like,
yes.
that was fast. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm fighting. There is something I'm fighting. I don't even understand what I'm fighting
Mm.
here. At this point, I can tell
Mm.
this is not even a child I'm birthing.
Yes.
I'm birthing destiny. I'm
Wow.
birthing. At this point, I'm feeling
Mm.
that what you're about to birth is life changing.
Wow.
So I can tell myself I am stepping into another lifestyle.
Wow.
Another. Yani, it's me closing one chapter and opening another one. And it's
Wow.
not motherhood. I can identify it's not motherhood. Because
Mm.
every woman stepping into labor, it's opening a step for motherhood.
Yeah.
But now I can tell there's motherhood and something
Else.
else. Because this has been really a journey for me.
Mm.
And now I'm coming to terms
Mm.
with it in labor ward. And I'm like, wait, this is not just motherhood.
And remember, you went there to die, and now you're coming out knowing that this is now destiny. It's
Yes,
about
yes.
me and my destiny.
Yes, this is. So if I don't fight for it, it is
Mhm.
going to
Oh,
finish
yeah.
me.
Yes.
So I give birth, my son, my mom comes, my spiritual parents.
Yeah, they're
Everybody's like, hey,
excited,
you did
of
it.
course.
My mom comes, she
Uh.
didn't expect I went through. No. She's like, not serious. How many kgs is your son? I'm like, 4.3. 4.1?
That's a big baby. Wow.
And no CS? I'm like,
Yeah.
no CS. She's like, okay. She takes my son, she's looking at me and I can tell her, she's trying to calculate. She's like, sitakuuliza. Wacha tu ninyamaze.
Yes.
Wacha tu ninyamaze because
Mm.
I sleep, I will leave the hospital.
Mm.
Now my mom takes me back home.
Mhm.
to Chuka. And then she goes to the house, she wants to pack my clothes and the babies, the ones I had bought, and go back.
Yes.
My mom, African mother, had left everything to me. You look for your kids, baby, what you need, it's pregnancy. But the money she used to send me, I used to save and buy things for my son, because who would have done it? You
didn't buy something for yourself, like you invested in it?
Yes, because I was like, I don't have any other source of income. The source of income is what my mom and dad is giving me for purpose. And they're not giving me for my son. Somewhere in their head, they know somebody is responsible, and I'm not in a position to tell them nobody is responsible. So my mom is packing clothes. She's like, we are going to Kirinyaga until you here. And I look at her. I tell her my exams are in like 2 months. I'm going to Kirinyaga here. I'm like, thank you, you picked me up from the hospital. She was with another lady and my dad. You guys can go home, but when I said that, stay put. My mom is like, do you know even what you're talking about right now?
You girl, I wonder, what were you talking about?
I'm just from labor and I'm insisting I want to stay alone with my son.
To read for exams?
Yes, because I am not...
you're so
I'm like, who is going to finish campus for me? Who is finishing campus for me?
You have to do
it. Yes, it's me. Either way. So my mom can't fight this anymore. She knows if she starts her own business, we're not ending.
So she gave up.
She tells me goodbye. She goes out shopping, shops, comes back, packs the house with anything I would have needed.
The food, the need.
Yes. And then like, okay, bye. But we're going to go for a house here. She comes. But for now, please find somebody who can help you with your son. We are paying. Thank you very much. I was humbled by that. So like, look for somebody before we find a house help permanently to come help you. But then I was like, I have the girls, the campus friends. Yes, I have the girls. Which, true to their word, my classmates, which those girls came in handy. Like as soon as my mom, as soon as my mom had left that compound,
they came in. Wow.
Like, what do you need? Soup here.
Porridge.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And then they used to sleep in my house in tents.
You would go to your house.
Yes.
Wow.
So I had such an easy for like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But the funny fact, I was still depressed. My body was still.
Oh, you've not recovered.
Maziwa ikakata. My son has anything to suck.
Because of course, depression affects the milk.
I don't have milk. Hey, my son cries. I call my sister who's a dog. I tell her, hey, maybe I'm going for none. But right now it's really at night. What do I do? She tells me
there's no milk.
And
you're taking the right food. You're drinking.
Yes. My son is crying. I am also now crying. So we have 2 babies in the house.
Yeah.
So my sister tells me, tell somebody who is near you to go for glucose. You see glucose? My son took glucose and water.
I know, right? I know. By the way, I've had those instances. The baby is crying.
There was no milk.
There's no milk. What do you do now?
Glucose. So my son, I bottle fed him with glucose.
But you know, if he cries for long, he can even actually become unconscious. Yes. So you actually went for the solution.
Yes. I gave him glucose and water, and he slept after he had taken a bottle. I called my mom. The following morning, I told her the situation. My mom had headed up to here with me. At this point, she was like, I know I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to say things that are wrong. But the next thing I want to find you packed and ready to go home. We are coming home. So, my mom, who does not love driving, leaves Kirinyaga to Chuka, comes, picks my son, and I packed, not actually picking things from the house and throwing them in. The next thing, if I handle you like an African mother, you won't like it. Let me just take my grandson. If you are remaining, you remain. Me, I'm taking my grandson.
You remain. Yes.
So we go. My dad comes in also. He comes in handy. Now he's like, Now this time we are a
we are
family
good
and they're
friends.
excited.
Yes.
They're excited. So
Of
they
course, who
embrace.
is not excited about the baby?
Yes, they're very excited.
Yes.
So I am at home. Like this is happening in March. So days after I'm home, I'm stressed. I have to tell you, I've carried my notebooks. I'm still trying to read. I'm like, I'll still rush to try and do my exams and then come back.
Yes.
Because I don't want to miss
Oh,
exams.
you're still reading.
Oh, guess what got this class for me? 11th of March, 2020. First corona case.
Look at God. Look at God.
Wow! Because me, I'm depressed. My body's not healing. Of course, I had a big baby, so I have stitches.
Yes.
I'm dealing with stitches that are not healing because my body is not taking things as
the baby was big, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have stitches. I can't walk well.
You're
I
reading
can't
for
sit.
exams?
I am reading for exams.
You're depressed?
I'm wondering, how am I doing all this? First corona case, and I'm telling you what, if it were not
for you. Look at it. Like,
and I'm hearing people complaining, oh,
and
schools
you're
are
like-
closed. I'm like, if you only know what God has done with corona for you.
you could not be saying this.
Because schools are closed, and that means no exams.
Yes, I remember.
So, girl, take a break.
13th of March,
Yes.
President says school closed.
Girl,
And
take
it
a
works
break.
for you.
Works magic.
Wow.
It works.
That's what
It
happens
works.
to those who love God.
Me, I tell people God
Who
stopped
God
the
loves.
whole world
Yes.
for me to walk through. And he looked at me and said, let me
God,
stop the world
For
for
you.
you. The whole world came to us.
Oh my God! You see now your situation turned to be like a testimony. Wow.
Because no exam, so I'm like, take a break and my body heals. I am back. I am energetic. Like I went back to Chuka with a son who was winning. Like he was 6 months old. 6 months later, people even forgot Miriam was pregnant.
You're
Because
back
people
to
went
your
home. Went home.
Yes.
By the time we are coming back to
You're normal.
campus,
And people
I am having a baby glow, baby fat.
Yes, of
I'm
course.
looking beautiful. I'm like, wow.
Wow.
I'm getting back to see you and I'm like, wow.
Is this?
What happened? I'm like, yeah, that is what God does. And my son is winning, so I'm not even stressed. I have a house help with me. I've come to my mom and sent me back to campus to finish campus with the house help in hand.
Wow.
So I'm like, wow, I'm finishing school gracefully, like any other student would have done. I finished campus like
It's a
that.
story of hope, I'm telling you.
I picked up the project for young mothers, opened daycares in Chuka, and started now having a program where mothers would bring up their kids to my house. Because now finished campus, I don't want to go back home and report.
Yes.
I have a house help. I'm like, so I am paying you, and I'm also going to look for money. So I'm going to be holding kids' for the students
Wow.
at a cost of 70 shillings
I did.
per day
Wow.
in my house.
Wow.
So that is my money for upkeep for me and my son.
Yes.
And so you, my mom, is paying.
Yeah.
So that's how I started the Tabasam Moms program.
Wow.
So then I then took advantage. I have a few contacts who people can reach out to, nutritionists. I have the project I started with before.
Yes.
So I started calling them to my house. So like mothers, it's Saturday mothers, what are we doing? Nothing, come to my house, let's have a
learn
nutritionist,
something.
let's learn something.
Oh.
Let's I have churches, I move around a lot. I have churches who are willing to support young mothers like ACK Dagani, PCA Dagani,
Wow.
TCI Chuka.
Wow.
I have friends who are like, how many diapers and pads do you need? I have NGOs in Chuka, I have Ansaba, people who are just ready to help.
Yes.
So I would just collect funds, buy a lot of diapers. These mothers are struggling with them. Because most of them, their baby daddies vanished. So they are there alone, and some of them need help. The help money is what is taking care of them. Like, so they were like, my house became now, first was a CU heaven, now right now it's a house of healing. They would just come and vent, then carry diapers, pads, go home. At times I have food from home, my mom has sent a whole bunch of bananas. I'm like, carry these bananas, carry these unga. And then the Chuka University welfare, like would do a lot of ungas and ugali and the rice sent to my house. So So there was a corner that just had food. So if a mother had come in with your baby, pay 70 shillings for me to pay me, but make sure you change your diaper. Your son is not sleeping in wet clothes, and your daughter, and make sure you carry food. Don't sleep hungry.
Wow.
That's how. Until then, I had to close down because I had an issue with the landlord. She was like, hey, these diapers are too much in the dustbin. Okay, the enemy is also still fighting my destiny.
Yes.
The enemy is still like, what are you doing? The enemy is still against this.
The diapers are too much in the dustbin. You don't know what God has for you.
So the lady starts behaving funny and waking up at night to pour spiritual. She was a Catholic. To pour holy water at my doorstep. I don't know. It was just weird. So at that point I was like, I need to close down. So I closed down. Again, depression kicks in.
The enemy is not letting you go.
Yes, because I'm not like I don't have a job. My daycare now it's gone.
Yeah.
So I go back home. My dad is like, you come home, let's organize how you get a job. My dad had a theory I would get a job very fast. He didn't ever believe I would have gone jobless.
Yeah.
We come to Chuk and reality, and reality kicks in. Jobs are just chaotic.
I know. When we are in campus, we don't know this reality until you step out.
And then my expectations were, okay, I had expectations, that's okay. Another one, you trust in money is a foolish human being.
Yes.
But you trust in the Lord is wise.
Yes.
So at that point, I kind of had expectations with the networking I had made that was supposed to not leave me jobless.
Sure.
Shocker on me, nobody actually cared. Like,
it's only God who cares.
Yes.
It's only God who cares. And the good thing is that we work with the economy of God.
Yes.
So if at all you believe it's God who will give you a job, I'm telling you for sure you can't tarmac.
Yes.
Yes.
So I think my wrong move was expecting job from human beings. So God was like, I am going to hold that job until you depend on me entirely. Until you know it is me,
who
not
gives the
them.
job.
I will hold every job that comes your way. The opportunities that were huge, that came my way, into your here, and tomorrow, gone. And God be like, until you learn
to depend
that, entirely on me. It's not going to work your way.
Yes.
So I stay at home. Staying at home is quite difficult.
Sure.
I don't want to be at home. I want to be somewhere working.
Yes.
So one day I go to the house, my bedroom, I lock in.
Yes.
I tell God, so fine, here I am. Do you really want the words of my siblings that Christianity is a gateway to poverty to register? Is that what you want?
God?
Okay, if you're not going to do this for me, do it for yourself.
Sure.
I mean, glorify yourself. Because my words are no longer making sense. If they look at my life right now, they will wonder what I am talking about.
Yes.
But if you come in as yourself, dear Lord, you will do miracles.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm telling you, a week later, I received a call from my mother's side. One of my mom's friends tells her, yo, we have a job opportunity for your girl.
Wow.
And I'm thinking, why do they even consider me? I don't even know a thing in the field they are calling me into.
Yeah.
And then remembered,
it is God. It is God.
God is like, it's not going to go your way. It's going to go my way. But until you learn to wait on me and me entirely, it's never going to work your way.
Sure.
So nowadays I'm seated. I'm like, fine, your way.
Your way, God.
Your way.
Your way.
Because if I try,
any other way? No, your way.
If I try, because opportunities come here and there.
A lot.
And I discovered the moment you start fighting things to happen your way, you tire, you stress, you get depressed for no reason, and then in the end, like you still wait and see what God does.
The Bible says clearly, by what can you do by worrying? Can you even change a single hair in your head? So worry nothing, yes.
Keep calm and then the Bible says, be still and know that I am God.
It is true.
You be still.
Be still.
Like me, I would look at storms. I huge, these waves are going to kill me. But I'm me,
Be
if they
still.
cover me,
Uh-huh.
fine.
Mm.
If the way this story ends, it's good. But
Wow.
to me, as I work in Nairobi today, I'm like, I didn't even apply for this job. God gave me this job.
Wow.
And He's sustaining this job.
Wow.
So I look at people and tell them, your storms today could be just a stepping stone to a new dimension of life.
Wow.
You think it's a storm? It's a gateway to
It's a
destiny.
gateway. Sure.
It's a gateway to destiny.
Yeah.
Because if today, if
Mhm.
my baby daddy calls,
Mhm.
I will receive my call. His calls come in peace.
Wow.
Like, I am grateful he was used to
To
minister.
Wow.
He has, okay, his way of ministration is not a normal way.
It's a rough one.
It's rough,
Yeah.
but it's God's way. Paul in the storms, in
Mhm.
Acts, if you read the book of Acts, you'll be mind blown at what Paul had to go through. In
Yeah.
the storms, snake bites, and
Yes.
still coming out strong and telling the church of Colossians that
Mhm.
I am here and I'm writing this letter as I go through this. That is me looking at my baby daddy. It's like I was in that storm and snake bites and whatever.
Yes.
To come out to this side and lie to the church, to the ladies and the women of God today. That
Yes.
your storm today can just be a beginning. But how you handle yourself in the storm
Yes.
will literally dictate. Because as I walk through there with the mothers in Chuka in campus pregnant, and I'm hoping for her to continue doing that, I'm trusting God for finances to restart this program
Yes,
once
you're
more.
starting,
Yes.
of course.
I am telling women how you handle your crisis, not even women, everybody, how you handle a situation and a season will dictate your tomorrow.
Yes.
Because we were many, a lot who were pregnant,
Yeah.
a lot had found themselves in situations, a lot had fallen short of the glory of
Oh,
God,
God.
and found themselves pregnant and in situations where they didn't expect themselves to be.
Yeah.
They chose to give up. They chose to give up.
Yeah.
And their story has been told very differently today.
Oh.
How your story will be told tomorrow is entirely they
Sure.
will give up today.
So repeat that again.
How your story is told tomorrow is entirely
Dependent on you.
It's on
Thank you. Thank you.
Because you will not tell me
Mhm.
you gave up just because life hit you hard. How about if you didn't give up?
Thank you.
How about if you didn't give up?
Thank you.
What will you be saying today?
Sure.
Because today I tried go for my son. My dad can't hear that story.
Of course, he's a jewel. Who does want to
That is
release
his
a
son.
jewel?
That is his son. Could we have a different conversation around this? Oh,
No way. No, let me ask you. It's a story of hope, as I said. But Miriam, I would want to know, how did you get to heal now completely until now you're the person we see today? Because of course she is a different person. Even the way she talks, even the way she lives a good life. So tell us.
So apparently it took time to heal.
It took
I was
time.
still,
That is
even
one.
as I went back to my son when he was winning back to campus to finish campus,
Yeah.
I still had expectations maybe this man would change
Yeah.
and come back to me and be a father.
Yeah.
And I still beg. But at some point I stopped begging and started dating men just because validation. I started looking for validation in the wrong places. Like, you know, if I'm dating a man, people will not judge me too much. You know? And then I realized I'm trying to fit in.
You're trying to fit in. Yes.
And God is calling me to become.
You're trying to fit in, but God is calling you to become. Yes.
So at this point,
Uh-huh.
I would hear clearly the Spirit tell me, until you stop fitting in, then you shall become. And now
Until you stop fitting in.
then you shall become.
I'm insisting on these points because these are take-homes, guys. Yes.
I am wondering what you mean fitting in.
Uh-huh.
This is how life should be done. People should
Yeah.
be married, happy.
Yes.
I'm not fitting in. This is life. God be like, and that is not your storyline. That is not your story. You're letting, you know the Bible says, the Lord gives us life, that we are just custodians of life. Even the body we have is not our own.
Even the body we have
is not our own.
God, everything
And
is the Lord's.
everything we have belongs
It's the
to
Lord's.
God.
Yes.
And then here I am trying to write a story, but I don't know how it began and how it ends. And the Bible says, when you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. That is the Bible. So he knew your story. He knew your story. He knew exactly what your storyline should be. And now here I am, writing a story. I get married at 25. I have children at 40.
Wait a minute. There's a point that is just hitting me right now. God has your storyline.
Yes.
But you're here writing your own story.
Line.
My viewers, please, are you there writing your own story? So what do we do now to know our story? Like what God's story is?
So me, I sat down and told God. So I used to pray just genuine prayers, like go before the Lord prayerful. And then something clicked. How about I start praying with the word? Like Jeremiah 29 verse says.
Yes.
And I go with that. So that has worked with me in walking and manifesting things in my life. As the word says. Not like I assume it should be.
As the word says. Okay.
So I open my Bible and I'm like, I am going through this. And the Bible says, Father, in Romans, that you will never leave nor forsake. So I am reading, yes, forsaken. Your word says you will never leave nor forsaken. So I am holding God accountable. It is His word against His. You get?
That is so powerful.
Yes.
At the same time, so beautiful. So are you out there also asking, how do I pray? This also answers this question.
That is how
you pray the word.
That's how my healing happened.
Wow.
Now I started praying as His word says. You see the prayers of, those prayers were the prayers of, dear Lord, I worship you, I glorify your name, thank you for, those prayers, they are okay prayers. But have you tried holding God accountable with His words?
Wow. And of course the Bible says His word will never go back.
Yes.
So His word is true.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yes.
His word is true.
Yes.
So if He says I'm wonderfully and beautifully made, that's exactly what I am. So if today I wake up not feeling like that, whatever is saying that is not His word. So God, let your word be accurate in my life. It is me being poor, looking at life. At life, like I don't have money, I have a son, I'm a single mom. Like that mentality coming in and looking at life like. But you say you're the father to the fatherless.
Wow. You are the husband to the.
You say that silver and gold
belongs to you.
Yes. So why am I your daughter in the kingdom and silver and gold is not part of my? You understand?
Hey. This is too much.
It is me telling God, I am not going to live like Nabahatisha. Meet your world against my life. Yes. It's your world against my life. If this is what you say about it, I stand by it. So you glorify yourself, or we are going together as a team. Me and you, God.
We are together in this.
Me and you, God, are together in this.
Yes.
So if I am going down, please know it is not Miriam. I tell people I am born again, I live for the Lord, I serve the Lord, my family knows that, everybody
knows that.
So if I am going down,
so
me
it's
and
you and me.
Has God ever gone down?
Oh, no
so
way.
Am I not going down?
No way.
Not
going down.
That's why
you.
I am here.
Wow, thank you for that story, Miriam. Indeed, it's profound how you came out and all those things that have happened to you. And you're so strong and beautiful, and God has really blessed you. But I would love, before you conclude this story, I would love you because now you're not married, I'm sure.
Yes.
I'm sure you're not married.
Yes.
So for girls out there that are looking for this marriage thing and they know marriage is their ministry, I'm not mentioning names because I know there are so many of my friends that feel marriage is their ministry and they are single. Now that you're in this position, what can you say to a girl there who is looking forward to date someone? What lessons have you learned, or what are you looking for a man?
Wow.
Yes, out of experience, of course.
In if I say what I'm looking out for in a man right now,
yes.
Tapia wengine mwa Kenya.
Mwakenya ndio hii tayari.
But it's easier if you know why you're dating.
Thank you. It's easier when you know why you're dating. Tick.
Because if you date just because, you will date anything that comes your way.
If you date, you just date anything. Anything, guys.
And I have been there. There's a period of time I was just dating, just because, again, for validation. You know, just to ensure, like, I'm still a woman. You still got this. You still got
You follow your program, your plan, the plan that you wrote down, Let's see.
Until I realized, and why are you dating this man, by the way?
Oh.
And why are you dating this man? I would rarely say no to a man that came my way. Nowadays, I will filter. I'll be like, I look at you. Okay, you're tall, dark, and handsome. But can you pray?
Thank you. Can you pray?
Yes.
What is it with prayers? Tell us, because
Prayer.
it's not just prayer.
Prayer will give you an understanding of why you're dating Miriam.
Oh, you're not just dating Miriam for
You know,
the sake
it's
of...
okay, it's Miriam, she's a woman, she's a wife material.
Yeah.
But why Miriam?
Why Miriam?
Why am I choosing her to do my life with? What we have together that is into the destiny as God's desire.
Oh.
Yeah, you get.
Yes.
You know, it's life as God designed. Marriage as God
In simple,
designed.
are you trying to say that marriage is for the glory of God?
Yes.
So if this man is prayerful, then he will
be-
know
yes.
I'm dating Miriam
Because-
for the glory of God.
And because we have this and this assignment in the kingdom
Of God.
which we have to fulfill.
So it means when you're marrying, there's a purpose in that marriage,
You're not
and that
just marrying.
purpose should be accomplished.
Yes.
Yes.
So if you're dating me and it's just because we are having these fun moments and I'm looking at it, I'm like, so after fun we don't have next. What is next after fun?
Because of course marriage is not about fun. Ask me. It will be fun few days, but what about the rest of the life? And you're marrying this person for life.
Understand why you marry me, and you also understand why you marry me. And there will be days where that part of I am just dating will be gone. So I'll be looking at the purpose.
The purpose.
Yes.
So prayer, then purpose. So how do you now start asking someone, this is person who has come to you, they want to start dating you and you are into purpose. Yes.
Today, I think one of the reasons I'm still single because my questions will come so direct. So you want to date me?
Okay.
Fine, thank you. So I seek myself into ministry. I love and enjoy the ministry. I want to choose a way about ministry. And I'll not actually even ask the question. I will talk ministry a lot so that I can hear your take in ministry.
So you know very well your purpose is
Yes, it's ministry.
So this guy comes and you want to date you and you talk about ministry and you hear what he says about it.
Yeah, I will invite you for occasions.
Oh.
And then you will tell me, why would I not sleep? And I'll be like, bye.
It's a no-go
because
zone.
I don't sleep for days and I'm okay with that.
Oh.
I will tell you, like one I told how I love a certain woman of God and now I like what she's doing in ministry. And she's like, a woman pastor? I don't like women pastors.
Oh my
Bye.
God, it's a bad. You don't even have to have another date.
I mean, why are we having another date? I already know.
I don't like what?
I don't have to ask a lot of questions. I will just, I know my purpose. I understand where I am headed to.
Oh.
Do you understand? And I'm coming to your life. We help us. We help each other to move our purposes.
Yes.
So if my purpose becomes a burden,
No way.
tutasumbuana.
It's an error.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's how I do it. Frankly, nowadays I am shifting. Like gonna shift in a child.
Yeah.
I'm doing like this. In a day or two, I know.
So thank you. I think that is actually it carries the point of purpose and someone who knows God. I think when you mentioned the prayers, it's someone actually who is born again and who is a prayerful person. Someone will tell your challenges and they're like, babe, let's hold our hands and pray on this and see what the Lord says.
Yes.
Okay, there's a girl out there, they're wondering, where do I start? Maybe they are 21 years, they are 24, and they are yearning for to start dating. And maybe there's no one coming for them. What can you tell them?
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Not that there's nobody coming for them.
Mm-hmm.
There are times that God holds people to come your way because your time is not yet.
So the time is yet to come.
Because the moment you start dating and your time is not yet, one will be dating for the wrong reasons.
Oh, sure.
And you will waste your time and energy and diversions of destiny.
Sure.
Like you will start marriage with a person for 7 years and still get divorced.
Yes.
Just to go back to the starting point and to start.
Yeah.
To avoid all that, I'm telling ladies, take your time. Enjoy life.
Enjoy
Take
life.
your time.
Do what you can
Yeah.
do.
And there's too much you can do in a single space. You get?
Wow.
There's too much.
Too much.
Can understand God in different dimensions. You can understand God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit in your single. So when you get into marriage, as your son is behaving chaotically in the house, you're like, God the Son. Now
wow.
It is time to become God, to understand God the Father and the Son. You get? Now you start taking care of your kids in a godly way. Wow. Not as an African mom.
Oh.
Not as a person who has been revolted by the world and changed the concepts of parenting in the world.
Yes.
You will do parenting as God the Father does.
Wow.
You get?
Wow.
When your son is trained to be a son, because African parents, when your son is trained to be a son, what do we do? When a son is trained to be a son, how has God handled you when you're trained to be a child? To be, when you just want to go before him and lay before him, you get? That presence, what that presence does with you, it's how you will start handling your kids and your husband and the people around you.
That is profound.
So there's so much you can do with your singleness. There's a lot.
There's so much you can do with your singleness.
Especially in ministry and doctrine.
Yeah.
You can maneuver into doctrines before you get married and know exactly what you want and which is the right doctrine to use. Take your son to a church and to a house of God. You just don't let them listen to whoever. You've invested time in singleness to understand. To understand this is the ministry of this and this. It is handled like God says this about it. What would Christ do?
Wow.
So when your child is growing up and is drawing diagrams, you're looking at them like, wow. Wow. When your husband is behaving in a weird way, you're like, this is kind of how I behave with God at times. So it's okay.
Wow.
I can handle this. And also when you're in a season where you don't even understand yourself, your husband is looking at you like, really now? You're like, please God, wait, their small daughter is right here.
Waiting for you for sure. Oh my God.
That's when marriage becomes easier.
Sure.
It becomes, it's not, I don't believe marriage. It's a know-how.
It's a ministry that you can actually enjoy if you plant it the right way.
And then your children are people who are going to minister to other kids.
Because
not every kid will grow in such a family.
Sure.
But when they're embraced by your kids in school, in their other social places, they will learn that anyway there is a family and good friends.
Wow. Thank you so much. Now I know this same time it's a learning one. Now your son is growing now, he's 5 years. And I'm sure by the time he gets to year 6, year 7 to the high school, he'll be internet. Internet is everywhere.
Yes.
So what message would you have for your son now?
Oh, the boy.
Yes.
That boy is loved.
He
is treasured.
Yeah.
He is the reason I am today.
Yeah.
Yani,
you are the reason that your mom is today.
If I was told being a mom was going to be hard, I would have accepted. But being a mom has been such an easy journey for him.
Yeah.
He has given me a reason to look forward to marriage.
Wow, look at this.
Yes.
He's a purpose for you.
People would have thought maybe after that I would have not considered marriage.
Yeah.
My son is the reason I'm looking forward to marriage. He's the reason I'm looking forward doing life as God designed.
Wow.
I mean, because for him, giving back to him was an open door to a new life.
Wow.
Wow. We are doing it. When he calls me and asks, where are you? I'm like, I'm at home. Kwetu. Kwetu. Yes, Kwetu.
Wow.
He's super excited and I love you. And he can only be the best. The best.
The best.
The best.
Yeah.
He can only come out there and become a man like no other man has become now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Glory to God. Wow, we are so excited. Actually, this is a story I would love every single out there to listen to. Now, you have a project that you started, the Tabasam Moms, and you have other projects. Maybe there's a girl out there or there's someone who is in the same situation. Where can we reach you? Like, how can someone maybe talk to you? You know, Tabasam Mom, where they are like, if you're in college and you're a mother, and she has the capacity to actually help you come out of that situation. So maybe you can give us your social media handles. If you don't mind, you can actually even share your number. Yes, yes.
I'm a very open person. So,
Yes.
my number is not really an issue. I will give my number, yes. But just call because the Lord is asking you to.
Call if the Lord leads you to call.
Don't waste my time. We don't have time to waste. Do you understand? Right?
Yes. They understand. Be intentional when
Be
you're
very
calling.
intentional.
Yes.
That is 07 12
Yes.
309 142.
Yes. Repeat it again.
07 309 142.
Okay.
Yes.
No. I hope
0712, sorry about that. 309 142.
0712 309
Yes.
442.
142. Yes.
Okay. I hope you've not confused.
I have not confused it.
Okay.
Either way, I am Miriam Moretti in every other social media.
Facebook, you're
Yes,
there.
Miriam Moretti.
Instagram.
Miriam Moretti.
TikTok.
Miriam Moretti.
What are the handles?
Twitter, Miriam Moretti. Yeah.
WhatsApp.
I'm
the same.
generally Miriam Moretti everywhere. I barely change my name. I'm still Moretti.
Yes.
Until that changes. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Samu community, if you can.
Yes, help a mom, put a smile on a mom.
Yes.
Especially during this season, I understand. Like in Chuka, because I follow up a few.
Yeah.
They're having a really rough period. So it's cold, and their kids are about to grow their clothes apparently.
So if you're out there and you can actually help, please reach out to Miriam. She can help you maneuver through that and touch a life there. I know those moms actually sometimes they get it rough a lot, especially if they land in the hands of wrong men who don't want to be responsible. But we're sure as we are serving in this ministry, of course we'll meet responsible men, and I know out there are so good men. There are responsible men out there, and we are praying God that God will help us meet with those responsible men and men that actually are looking forward to serve God.
The success of all this is that today, looking back 2020 to 2024, there are moms who are in the US and they look back, don't call me. Like I get a very weird call.
Okay.
So there are a few moms who call me and they're in the US, they're from Chuka.
Glory to God.
And I get weird calls like, Miriam, it's me, do you remember me? I was like, I don't remember them. But they're excited. They're like, you empowered me. I was depressed. I was going through things. I didn't know life would still go on. Now today I'm in the US. I received a green card. My son is doing well. My daughter, I am happy. Such stories bring me to tears today. I call others. We meet in Nairobi. Others are like, I'm in Nairobi. You in Nairobi? I'm taking you out for lunch. I'm like, why are you taking me out for lunch? Because back in campus, God is the reason I kept fighting.
Wow.
And I didn't even know. Some of them didn't even join Tapasan moms. They just stood at a distance and got empowered at a distance.
Wow.
Which was just empowering. To date, I enjoy that part of success stories.
Yes.
Like just the WhatsApp call, the messages, I'm like, oh.
Glory to God.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
thank you so much for considering sharing your story. I know sometimes it's not very easy, especially when you're sharing your personal story. And we thank God for you guys. Join the Tabasam movement. Talk to Miriam. She has a lot. In fact, you can't talk like everything in one video, but you can be sure if you reach out to her, she will be able to help you a lot. And let's carry this mission forward. Marriage works. Date intentionally. And at the end of the day, we shall thank God together.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.